Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Proudlock, and it is the player ratings from yesterday's 3-2 defeat at home against Spurs at St James's Park. At the beginning, we had a cracking atmosphere in regards to the whole takeover celebrations, the flags being waved, the lot. But yet again, the same old dog-shite performances are still here. That problem is still here. Steve Bruce had his 1,000 game yesterday as a Premier League manager. His time at this football club has surely got to be over now. It simply has to be. Hopefully, our new owners, Amanda Staveley, and the rest of the consortium will have looked at that and think, he's definitely not the right man for this football club anymore. And I think it's just a matter of time that he will be relieved of his duties as manager of this football club, because he has simply got to be gone now. He simply has to be. We start the game off well, but then what happens after that? We just sit back and let opposition teams counter-attack us, and you know what happens. My word. Callum Wilson, great to see him back, scored on his return from injury. But yet again, as I mentioned, why do we keep doing this? Sitting back. And just, what does Steve Bruce say to these players? Particularly when we score the first goal out of the game. Oh, just sit back, lads. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Absolute rubbish, man. Jesus, my word. And it's a cracking goal from Ndombele for the equaliser. But Lascelles, why are you not closing down the man? My word. And second goal, it would be typical us to have given Harry Kane his first goal of the season yesterday as well. Why is Darlow that far off his line? I don't know. I thought it could have been offside at first, but no. Replay show that Javier Manquillo was playing him onside. And then the game had to be stopped for a while. Now, massive credit to Reguilon for seeing that there's an emergency issue that's took place in the east stand of the stadium where a fan has suffered a cardiac arrest and the game had to be stopped. There was a man in the crowd was trying to give him CPS. Then the defibrillator came in as well, which is good. And the news we heard yesterday that he is in a stable condition after being taken to hospital, and it looks like he is going to be all right. So that is the good news that we got yesterday after the fan who suffered a cardiac arrest. His thoughts go out to all his family and that, because that must have been a horrible moment. It really, really must have been. It really would have been as well. Then the game restarted, and then Spurs go 3-1 up. The way they cut through our defence, it was far too easily. It just was far too easily. Spurs go 3-1 up through Son. He was just there to... pretty much put into an empty net, and Spurs are 3-1 up before half time. Then the second half comes, and there was just not an awful lot as well. Our first substitution was Jonjo Shelvey. First game back after injury. But what does he do? He gets himself sent off. He makes a silly challenge first, and then Reguilon is bursting away towards goal to the box, and Shelvey just hacks him down again, and he's off. First game back, and he's off. My word. This bloke's time at this football club is finished. It simply is over. That is a player we need to get rid of very soon now. Whether it's January or next summer. Got to be gone. Time's done at this football club as well. We did get a goal back through an Eric Dyer own goal, but it was too little too late. And fans made it clear once again that they want Steve Bruce out of this football club. He has to be gone now. His time has got to be over now. He's not the right manager. Okay, fair enough, they wanted to give him his 1,000 game yesterday. Time's up, gotta be now. Time to go and we'll need to look for a new manager. I'll give it to Graham Jones for a game or two if we need be, but Steve Bruce, please out. Well then, into the player ratings from yesterday. Start off in goal, Caldolo. Why is he that far off his line for Harry Kane's goal? I'm not too sure. And he wasn't too bad throughout the game, I must say. He managed to catch a couple of crosses as well. Didn't think he really had to pull off saves because Spurs took their chances. But it wasn't too bad from Darlow, so I'll give him a 5. Into the back four, right back spot, Javier Manquillo. And he, out of all of the defence, he was the better. He assisted Callum Wilson's goal, but I thought a lot of the time he was getting beat far too easily as well through the likes of Song and Reguilon as well. Hopefully we could see a much improved performance in the next game when we take on Palace. But it wasn't too bad, but he was getting beat a lot, I must say. So I'm going to give Javier Manquillo a 5. Left back spot, and that was Matt Ritchie, and that wasn't good at all. He shouldn't be playing in that position. He's not a left back. Get Jamal Lewis in there. Put a recognised left back in. But Steve Bruce being Steve Bruce as usual, all thinking, I need to make sure I play Ritchie. Because after Argy Bargy towards the end of last season, but fine, but not at left back. God almighty. Ritchie was really very, very poor. So Matt Ritchie gets a 3. 2 centre-backs. First of all, Captain Jamal Lascelles. Why are you not closing down for Ndombele's goal? I mean, how way, man? This is not good enough. The defence has been shoddy all season, and that's why we're conceding goals left, right, and centre as well. Jamal Lascelles, he gets a 3 as well. And alongside him, and that was Kieran Clark, and I don't know what's happened to the bloke. He's gone backwards. He's gone absolutely backwards. Why not Fabian Schär or possibly Fernandez? One of them two. Something's not right with Clark. It's just not. Kieran Clark, he gets a 3 as well. Midfield roles. First of all, Isaac Hayden. Better out of a majority of midfield, but it still wasn't good. I must say again, I thought he was getting beat too easily as well. I must say so. So Isaac Hayden, I'll give him a 4. Next player in the midfield roles, and that was Sean Longstaff, and that was terrible. Absolutely terrible that was from Sean Longstaff. He's gone backwards as well completely. Ever since Steve Bruce has been manager at this football club. Sean Longstaff, he's going to get a 2. So he's getting a 2 from me. And the next player in the centre midfield role, so that was Joe Willock, and that was absolutely woeful as well. What was that from Joe Willock? His confidence is shot to bits. I mean, it looks like when he received the ball, he had no energy. He had no drive. He was just, whenever he got the ball, he was looking to pass it straight away. Or he was constantly running into brick walls. It looked like he'd been celebrating the takeover far too much. It looked like to me, looked like he had no energy on the pitch, Joe Willock. If we get a better manager in, hopefully we can see the Joe Willock from last season. Joe Willock, it's a 1 from me. It's a 1 from me for Joe Willock. He was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And now the attacking 3 up front. So first of all, I'm going to go with Joe Linton. And there was a lot of sloppy moments in the game. It really, really was. Hold up of plays at times wasn't too bad. But there was just a lot of sloppiness in giving the ball away. I must say. So it's a 4 for Joe Linton, which I'm going to give him. Next player in the attacking, and that was ASM, and you know what he's like, but it wasn't as good as all the other performances as well from St. Maximin. So again, new manager needed. So ASM trying, but not brilliant. So it's going to be a 5 for ASM from me. in the last player up front, and it was great to see him back, and that was Callum Wilson, and he took his goal very well. But again, the rest of the game, he was just utterly starved of service, and this is what annoys me as well. Why we keep starving our attackers was every time. But Callum Wilson, it was great to be back, and he took his goal well. And yeah, you can tell when he's out the side, we do struggle to score goals. And that is why we need him to stay fit now throughout the rest of the season. But again, just the rest of the game, he was starved of service, but he took his goal very well. So Callum Wilson gets a 6 from me. And now I'm going to go into the substitution. So first of all, John Joe Shelvey. What an absolute idiot. Comes on the pitch, makes this one silly tackle, and then he does another one when Reguilon's bursted away towards goal. Did he have to do that? A lot of people saying he had no choice but to. But when he did that, he knew what he did. He absolutely knew what he did. Shelvey. Shelvey, it's a 0 for me. Shelvey, he's getting a 0 because of that. Even Alan Shearer was hammering on him on Match of the Day, on Twitter particularly as well, our Match of the Day. So that is why Shelvey gets a 0. In the last substitutions, it was Fraser and Jacob Murphy that weren't on for an awful lot of time, so I'm not going to mock them. And now I'm going to go on to, yes, Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce, he's getting a 1 again. The lineup, okay, but why are we sitting back when we take the lead? And again, some of his starting is questionable. Richie at left back is a no from me. And he needs to address the defence. The defence needs addressed. Well, hopefully he doesn't address the defence because he needs to be gone. Time's now up. You've had your 1,000 game. It's time to leave the football club now. Just get him out, please. He has to be gone now. He's abysmal, and hopefully our new owners saw that out yesterday and thinking, right, we need to make a change immediately. Steve Bruce, he's got to be fired now. So that is my player ratings. Let me know, as always, down in the comments section. Do you agree with the ratings that I've gone with? If you were to change any of them, let me know, as always, and why. Tonight, 8 p.m, Toon Review YouTube channel. You know what it is. It's the Four Horsemen of the Toon. So we'll have a right laugh on there, and we'll definitely be talking about the game yesterday. And we just hope Steve Bruce is sacked very, very soon, because he needs to be gone immediately now. And get a manager that is going to get these players playing for completely, because this manager is certainly not doing that at all. And that is why another change is needed in terms of management. So there you are. So let me know, as always. So thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to give this video a like. Please drop your comments in as well. Of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please do hit that subscribe button. And I shall catch us all tonight for the Four Horsemen of the Toon. Steve Bruce, your time's now up, pal.